Josh Hawley, Missouri senator known for completing the 100-meter dash in less time than it takes a Republican to kiss Donald Trump's ass, has a podcast. 'Cause sure, why not? In this episode, he's trying to reason why the overturning of Roe v. Wade is actually a good thing for manly men.
I think that this is an opportunity for believers to really get serious about fatherhood, about promoting it, about calling young men toward it. For dads currently who have young boys, to talk about the significance and the importance of, listen, to be a man. Part of being a man is that you provide for the people you love and you commit to them. You don't just leave them on their own. You don't just walk away from a situation that may be tough for you, or a circumstance that you may regard as unfortunate for you.
Josh is a genius. We need to teach men to take responsibility and encourage them to be fathers. What a novel concept. If only we had thought of this sooner, society would be fixed. This is Rebel HQ. I'm Sandee Lovas. Josh Hawley, a shaved weasel with too much growth hormone, is trying to explain why the overturning of Roe v. Wade will help men become fathers because, more unwanted pregnancies and people dying from complications of carrying a child are good motivators? Promoting fatherhood and saying men need to be providers and to stay strong when the going gets tough is nothing new.
Part of what we do is we work to raise up a generation of young men to say, I'm going to take responsibility for my decisions. And if I have a child, I'm going to help support her or him. If I get a woman pregnant, you know what? Then I'm gonna stay with her. At the very least, I'm going to support her. I'm not just going to walk away from her and say, good luck.
How does the overturning of Roe v. Wade change this exactly? Lots of men abandon their partners after getting them pregnant and have little or nothing to do with their children. Just ask Herschel Walker. Forcing people to birth unwanted pregnancies won't suddenly make men see the light. It just means there'll be more abandoned children, more broken homes. It means more people will be forced to stay in abusive relationships because they can't raise a child on their own or feel obligated to remain in toxic relationships for the sake of the child. Josh has it all figured out and has no problems explaining it to his co-host, wife, and mother of his children what a real father should be. It may be unfortunate that some people can't afford to raise a child, or don't feel it's best to bring them into a world on fire, or they don't want their child to be part of a generation that has fewer rights than them. They should stick it out because Josh knows what's best for them. But really, do you think Josh is pushing all young men to become fathers? Or is it just a certain shade of them? It's easy for him to say stick it out when he's not the one in tough circumstances. We've all seen this prime example of masculinity in action after encouraging January 6th insurrectioners. Look, he's rushing to take responsibility for what he did. He's so in tune to what it means to be a man, he's written a book all about it due to come out next year. Yep, this man, an expert in all things manly, wrote a book called Manhood. The masculine virtues America needs. Yep. This man. This book. This man. This book. But maybe this title is just a little misleading. Let's check what the description says. A free society that despises manhood will not remain free. Hawley identifies the defining strengths of men, including responsibility, bravery, fidelity, and leadership. Hawley shows why the foolhardy assault on masculinity in education, the media, the workplace, and every level of government is an assault on freedom itself. Practical, down-to-earth, and urgent manhood, the masculine virtues America needs, is required reading for every American patriot. It's ironic, this man has a podcast and wrote a book about what it means to be a man when me, a non-binary person, has a masculine side far more in line with the masculine virtues he treasures so much. He only wishes he could achieve the same level of masculinity as me. For more of my stuff, look for me on social media as left of the box. Don't forget to hit buttons and leave comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, get informed and get involved.